December. Oh, I know this. Yeah, I know who this is. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We could do the Red Joker video. Why not? This is fan-made hentai. Ayo. Ayo. Yeah, there's the Patreon's gonna have some videos you definitely can't show on YouTube. I like Red Joker. Let's check it out. Why not? Is this video going to be about Leafy? No, it's not going to be about Leafy.
Thank you to my patrons for voting this video. This is a 48-year-old father. No plastic surgery, no transgender surgery. This is a cross-dressing middle-aged man with 2 daughters. Takuma Tani. He wasn't always a cross-dresser. This entire time, he grew up as a pretty average man with a music band career.
Hey,
he
nice.
accidentally got into cross-dressing. It used to be...
What do you mean? What do you mean how do you accidentally do that?
Opposite. See, as a guy in a quite conservative country, Tani, at 162 cm and below 50 kg, had always felt a little
162 below 50. What the fuck? Wait. Wait. We're doing with BMI calculator. No. We did a BMI calculator for that one. I think that's underweight. 162. Let's just say 50. Let's just say 50. Oh no, that's just barely. But if you're below that, let's say 48. Yeah, that's just barely underweight.
Insecure about his small, slender build, not feeling masculine enough as a guy. He had always wanted to be the manly man, built like an Olympic model, but was just genetically very slender, even after training with weights. This body shape was further pushed by a muscle disorder he developed in middle school that made his neck immobile. This disorder wasn't explicitly named, but he described it as rare in men and more common in women. After a little research, I found that it seemed like cervical dystonia as symptoms matched, but again, this is not verified. Tani's slim build was a deep source of complex in his teens. So how the hell did he become this? In 2011, one day at a photo shoot, a female model failed to arrive for her session, and staff were panicking, urgently needing a replacement. Looking at Tani's petite physical...
This isn't okay, this is not what you call an accident. This is a happenstance.
Portions, staff was like, Tani-kun, you're small. Maybe you can wear women's clothes. Requesting him to cross-dress in these Lolita garments intended for the missing model. Tani was very uncomfortable at first, anxious about how others would perceive him. I mean, this was an official shoot for a magazine, but eventually he agreed to try it, and staff thought it looked so good on him that they thought it looked better on him than the original female model. I can't tell if that's a roast. This praise changed Tani psychologically. A guy once scared he wasn't masculine enough started to fully embrace his femininity. Proud of him. This shoot actually went very well. Too well. So well, in fact, that Tani started getting more women's fashion modeling work offers, and eventually even brand commissions for them.
Look, you know what? You might as well take advantage of your skills. Hey, if you got it, you might as well.
At first, Tani just did it for the money. Like, they were giving him money to cross-dress, so why not? He was kind of broke and needed the money anyway, so he took all the gigs. But over time, this attitude changed dramatically. In the following years, Tani expanded on cross-dressing. He began to adopt a otoko musume identity, or for you anime fans, traps. Okay, basically just a feminine guy that's not transgender or gay. Simply a straight feminine guy who also identifies as a male. Following this dream, he started his own small fashion business and released his first product, stockings called Namida tights, because Namida means tears, and the stocking is crying.
They're cute.
Or something. Look, I'm not an art student. He didn't stop his music career either. He had been performing for years under his band, Jikendai Monomoto, and they performed the gigs here.
Wait, let's see if we can find a song. Jikendai... I can't find... Sorry, what was his name?
He had been crying or something. Look, I'm not an art student. He didn't stop his music career either. He had been performing for years under his band, Jikendai Monomoto, and...
I did type it right. Maybe the songs are just not on YouTube? I don't know. Imagine being a 50-year-old dude with kids and you get told you look good in a dress. Hey, look, if your skills are there, you might as well use them.
They perform the gigs here and there in live houses around Tokyo. I mean, side note, Tani is actually
Yosugu Matsuoka. Yes, yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
a musician who has taken vocal and piano lessons since he was 3.
Oh, wow. I would start coughing.
A musician who has taken vocal and piano lessons since he was 3.
I'd start coughing about there.
And has
the mic you're using is doing a very big disservice there. I have a feeling it actually sounds really good if you have like a non-echoey room, not shit mic.
been trained in the UK, known as a prodigy with a vocal range of up to 4 octaves. And in case you don't know what an octave is, okay, here's the next octave. Now try doing 4. More precisely, his band was a visual K band, a subculture that emphasizes this certain kind of extravagant fashion while performing. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think you can see what
the best way to explain it is 80s hair bands. That's the closest Western approximation. It's not exactly the same thing. 80s hair... 80s... hair bands or glam metal, you know, bands like this would be the closest approximation. It's not exactly the same, but like about as close as you'll get.
Looks like,
and probably stems from the same thing as well. The
they
same
weren't
movement
huge
as well.
or anything, but they had their fans. Enough fans for me to find footage to use on YouTube.
Oh, wait, here we go.
They weren't huge or anything, but they had their fans. Enough fans.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Morimoto, not Marumoto. Kendai Marumoto. Okay, videos popular. This is from 14 years ago. Ooh, that's a vibe. Wait, that's actually that's a banger. Okay, wait, that's actually really good. What the fuck?
And for me to find footage to use on YouTube. It fits Tani's modeling gigs very well. I mean, this blend of fashion and music would eventually lead Tani to host a one-night femboy band performed in Zepp Tokyo, a prestigious hall with a capacity of about 2,700 with a bunch of other femboys. He himself participated as a band member of Shonen Cinderella, where he performed as the vocalist alongside other cross-dressing guys performing together. Bro is on his way to becoming the femboy king. In the following years, he expanded on fashion, released several more products like skirts, but it was 2014 when Tani started to get mainstream attention as a crossdresser. Tani was invited to a Japanese TV show called Viking Win. This was a daytime variety / talk program hosted by probably Japan's largest TV network, Fuji TV. You know, the kind of chatty show airing at noon, targeted at housewives of Japan.
Right,
in the episode Tani appeared in, it was one about crossdressing, and so Tani participated in a crossdressing contest and won the champion, and this appearance on, well, national TV led him to gain many eyeballs.
Wait,
on him.
what are you? Sorry.
And this appearance on, well, national TV.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
TV led him to gain many eyeballs on him. I mean, cross-dressing was, and still is, probably a more known phenomenon in the anime sphere and fandom. But remember, this was airing to a mainstream audience on TV. There's a good chance many watching had never even heard of cross-dressing and had the basic first reaction of, oh my god, is he gay? Is he really a guy? He looks so much like a girl. Through the attention gained, his social media was starting to blow up as he continued to spread cross-dressing culture. Keep in mind, Tani was a cross-dresser, not a transgender person.
And I guess if this was 2014, Tani would have been 36? 36 at the time, I believe. Yeah.
That means, at the time, despite what we see, he still lived a lot of his life as an average guy.
I don't know if you can say it's mainly an anime thing. In Japan, specifically talking about Japan, and in 2014 at the time.
In average guy wear and still took on male modeling roles. These are a few photos of him dressing as a guy. Crazy, right? Holy Asian build and makeup power. Over time though, Tani got more and more comfortable with female attire to the point where he just kinda started wearing it normally, just like as normal clothes, and fully embraced his femboy identity. But again, no surgery or anything. At most, he sometimes used temporary changes like stem cell or Botox injections. And then, after only 2 years in 2016, he suddenly got married. To the surprise of everyone, even his own parents, although they supported his cross-dressing, were like, I never thought he would get married. Damn, sounds like my parents. Tani's wife is 9 years younger than him, looks exactly like him, with similar body shapes, and they share their love for fashion together.
Okay.
By the way, Tani weighs 40-something kg.
That is kind of fucking crazy. Botox's face glue basically eventually unfreezes. But do you know Botox is a neurotoxin? Is what Botox is?
That is crazy for a guy. One hurdle they faced during marriage was
I am at like 89.
The attire. See, Tani and his wife wanted both of them to wear wedding dresses, even though this was a heterosexual relationship. Surprisingly, it wasn't his wife's parents that were the problem. He went to meet them in full female wear with makeup, and they accepted him without any problems.
Is that an AI video?
Went to meet them in full female wear
it's a filter.
with makeup, and
I was noticing this flickering.
they accepted him without any problems. It was the wedding venues that were the bitch is. Many hotels and churches straight up turned them down, saying, regardless of gender, it's customary for only one person to wear a wedding dress at a wedding. It was only a small church in Harajuku in the end that was willing to take them.
That makes sense.
After, the couple had 2 kids, 2 girls, and Tani is very much a family man. He has received overseas fashion show offers, but declines multi-day trips to spend more time with his daughters.
Absolutely fucking based. What up with Harajuku? Harajuku is known as like a fashion capital in Japan. Like that's where you have a lot of the, especially a lot of the more experimental fashion coming from.
Fact, due to the flexible nature of his job, he always adjusts his work schedule so he can spend a lot of time with his daughters. He brings them to school and picks them up, and teachers and other parents mistake him as the mother. But generally speaking, he has a very happy family. His 2 daughters think he's cute. They even go to his model gigs with him to support him.
Okay,
and no problems have been reported. He literally feels like a doting dad on Twitter. He keeps posting about them. I think it also may have to do with Tani himself having a very supportive family. Even when doing cross-dressing, something many older or mainstream people may find very weird or completely not understand, his parents just completely accepted him without any conflict. Same goes for his wife and his wife's parents. So naturally, even if he is quote-unquote weird or different, he probably...
I'm wondering how he met his wife. Probably through some like modeling gig, I would assume. That would like logically make sense. I don't know. Maybe he just hung around with Harajuku a while. I don't know. That wasn't really brought up in the story. I don't know if that's ever been like made public.
Knows how to foster a happy and loving family. Despite this, the public is not so kind. I want to say that cross-dressing in your daily life brings problems in Japan, and it does, especially when trying to use the male bathroom in that wear or the gender split in onsens. But I'ma be honest, most of the problems Tani has reported facing has nothing to do with cross-dressing, but just being a woman in Japan. Incidents include constantly being groped on trains. He once even had his stockings torn off. He's tried wearing a sign around his neck saying, I'm a man, but that didn't stop some people, and it seemed like some people even felt it was more acceptable to grope him because he was a man. He said he used to try catching all of them, but now just leaves them alone if they stop touching him. And I feel like,
kick him in the nuts.
What the fuck do the women in Japan have to deal with every day? I mean, I guess for Tani specifically, if he's okay with it, then but I think it's fucked up that train groping as a phenomenon exists so much in Japan in the first place. Anyway, off topic. Other than cross-dressing, Tani actually continued his band career and even made a new band with a bunch of other music veterans called Hide and Seek Dorothy. The band is still very active today performing, but if you had heard of Tani before watching this video, it was probably when he went viral overseas on Twitter.
The easy method to fix this is start a fight. Tani's 48 kilos. Remember, Tani is 48 kilos. That's not many. That's not many kilos.
In December 2025, Tani posted a Lolita outfit photo with his cat, stating,
I think I saw this one, yeah. Kick him in the balls a few times. It's cramped space. True, yeah.
"Sad news. I approached the cat for attention, but got recognized as a kodatsu." The tweet went viral. Over 150 million views in half a week with 400,000 likes. Now, currently, with 200 million views and 475,000 likes. With quote retweet saying, "This is a Japanese pushing 50.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. Of all the quote tweets you could have gone with, why is this the one you went with? Oh my god.
With quote retweet saying, "This is a Japanese pushing 50.
We need to hear the uncensored version.
Man, 48. 48-year-old men look better than me. I'm deactivating my life, dog." Same, bro, same. Now, he has about 138,000 followers on Twitter and seems happier than ever. Despite all of this, Tani himself has actually never seen himself as a woman. He literally calls himself an old man wearing the clothes he likes, living how he likes.
Yeah,
and
that's
has always seen himself as a guy. And you know what?
Enjoy your life
I
what you want.
respect it.
Yeah.
As a famous philosopher once said,
Okay, what is the gig up quote?
"Sometimes it takes a real man to be best girl." Special thanks to Vicente Bugani and all my patrons and members for supporting me. Check out my Patreon if you're interested. New exclusive videos every month. I also stream on Twitch, starting a Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke next week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next.
That was fun. That was fun. I always like the Red Joker videos. Oh man. The most legendary gig up quote. Yeah, that is a pretty good Grant quote. Okay. I think we'll end off there. But what are we going to do next week? That is the question now. That is the question to be answered. What do we do in this slot next week? MGS3? MGS3 was definitely a top contender. It was either going to be MGS3 or Death Stranding. But MGS3 we definitely can go do.